everyone, this is Lauren Goodman. I'm going to be demonstrating how to bake a cake. No, it is not my recipe. I actually stole the recipe from Ray Drummond, if any of you are familiar with Pioneer Woman. We're going to be baking her 4-layer chocolate cake, and it shall be for my niece Lily. Say hi, Lily.
No.
Lily's turning 5, so we're actually going to be baking her a birthday cake. And this is my audience. That's everyone. Hi, everyone. Alright, so the ingredients for this cake. Anyway, we're going to start off, things are happening. The oven is already preheated to 350, so we're going to basically start off with mixing the flour, which is the base for your cake. We have 4 cups of flour here. I already have everything pre-divided. 4 cups of sugar, which I know seems like a lot, but it'll all make sense when we're done. And half a teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to kind of lightly mix this together because the bowl's not very big. Alright. Okay, so we already have some stuff happening over here. I'm boiling water now, and I'm melting 4 sticks of butter. It's 2 cups of boiling water, 4 sticks of butter. What we're going to be doing here is making the other part of the actual cake. We have, let's see, this one. Okay, so basically we're melting the butter, which is just about done. Get on this. A little higher. So I got 4 sticks of butter here, if you can see that, which is melting quite nicely. And once that's done melting, we're going to add the 8 heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder. It doesn't have to be any particular type of cocoa powder. I just use the Hershey's cocoa powder. We're going to go ahead and mix that in here. Alright, so water is starting to boil again. So we're going to go ahead and add this into the mixture. And you need to let this cook for about another 30 seconds. Basically just kind of stir it for another 30 seconds, and then you want to turn the heat off. Okay. Alright. Basically going to be pouring this into the flour mixture. Here we go. Whee. And you might want to be careful because this will splatter. It's fine. So yes, please use proper protective equipment, such as pot holders. Here's other ways you will hurt yourself. Alright. So that's a lot. And when you have to improvise because you don't have bigger bowls, please be very, very careful. So we're going to go ahead and mix this together, and then we're going to go ahead and put them into the pans. Which the pans, as you can see, we have 4 9-inch round cake pans that have been pre-greased with butter. You never have too much butter. And lightly dusted with cocoa powder. So we're going to finish mixing this together, and then we're going to put them in the pans. Okay, so we ended up finding a bigger bowl. And now to the next part of the cake batter. We've got a cup of buttermilk. A cup, that's right.
Dude, that's like
Yes, this is a cup of buttermilk. And we have 4 eggs that have already been beaten. We have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And we have 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. So we're going to go ahead and mix this together. And then we're just going to add this to our batter. And go ahead and mix that in. And then once this is mixed together, we're going to go ahead and divide this and pour them into each of those cake pans. And then we're going to bake these for 20 minutes. And again, I already have the oven preheated to 350, and again, we're going to be baking that for 20 minutes. Okay, so I have the mixture, the cake mixture. I've got the 4 cake pans here already greased and dusted with the cocoa. I'm going to go ahead and pour these in so we can get these started with baking. And you're not going to, obviously you're not going to fill these all the way. I'm going to kind of divide it up first before I put any more in. Okay, so the cakes are now in the oven, and we're going to be setting the timer to 20 minutes. And once the timer goes off, we're going to let these cool in the fridge. Okay. Alright, so now what we're doing is preparing for the frosting. We've got 3 cups of a heavy whipping cream. Doesn't really matter what type. I found the TG Lee Dairy Pure heavy whipping cream. Then you need 24 ounces of semi-sweet chocolates. I chose the Ghirardelli brand, which doesn't matter what brand, but Ghirardelli's pretty awesome. So 24 ounces of the semi-sweet chocolates, and you basically will be breaking into pieces like this. So the heavy whipping cream needs to heat. It doesn't need to start boiling. It needs to get just to that point. It needs to get hot, and then take it off immediately and pour it over the semi-sweet chocolate. So we're going to let this heat up real quick, and then we'll get started. And of course, be careful while doing so. So the hot whipping cream is going to melt the chocolate. We're just going to stir it. I recommend a good strong spatula. And then once this is melted, we're going to let this cool in the refrigerator. If you don't do this initially in a mixing bowl, after this is done mixing, you're going to want to pour it into a mixing bowl. If you have one of those big stand-up electric mixers. Because once this is done cooling, you're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then you're going to use the electric mixer to mix it to make it really light, fluffy, airy. So you want a light, fluffy whipping or icing for the cake. The cakes have about another 5 or 6 minutes left. They're already starting to rise. See that? Yeah, they're already starting to rise and looking nice. So we're going to give those 5 or 6 minutes to finish. And once these are done, we're going to take these out and let them cool. And then we're going to put them in the refrigerator because the frosting actually goes on much easier if it's been cooled. So that's where we're at. So once this is done cooling and these are done cooling and it's time to do the frosting, we'll be right back. Okay, so here we have the icing that has been sitting in the fridge cooling. The cakes are currently in the fridge cooling, which are just about done. So once we're done with this here, we'll be ready to take out and go ahead and start frosting. Basically what you're going to do is take the electric mixer and you're basically going to mix it or beat it until it's like light and airy. Really not a set specific amount of time, just again whenever it's light and airy. And then again they'll be ready to start frosting. So here we go. Okay, so we beat it for a couple of minutes now, and I'm actually going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then we're just going to get back to mixing again. And again, you might want to beat it up. This is, again, the 3 cups of heavy whipping cream with the 24 ounces of the semi-sweet chocolate that we melted and put in the fridge. Alright, go start filling. I've been doing this for about 6 to 7 minutes now on a fairly high speed. I had it on 3 actually. And it's looking pretty whipped now. Yeah, you can see it's much easier to Looks more like a whipped frosting now. Looks pretty good. So what we're going to do, I'm actually kind of improvising here. I'm actually going to be putting in, I had some of these left over. There's mini chocolate morsels because you can never have too much chocolate. So we're just going to kind of fold these in just a second here. Here, Lily.
Spatula?
Here you go, Lily. You can have this one. This is the best part of
Yeah,
making
tell
the
us,
cake.
does it taste good?
Yeah.
Really good?
Oh yeah, that's a good whip too. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I just poured what was left of these chocolate morsels in here. And you want to be careful not to mix too much because you don't want to deflate the whipping that's in here. So just enough to kind of fold them in here. Again, it's not necessarily part of the recipe. I just decided to improvise because I had chocolate morsels that I wanted to get rid of. So that's what I did. The cakes are ready to go. What I'm actually going to do is just kind of carefully kind of cut off the top here because the way the cakes are shaped like a dome, if you put icing on it, it's actually going to fall. And we want to avoid that because this is a 4-layer cake and it's going to fall. Okay, so with the help of my sister, she is helping me cut off the layers of this cake. And I'm going ahead and start icing. Alright, so we're almost done. Lily's helping me ice it. Got 4 layers of cake here. And a lot of icing. So for those of you who are diabetic, beware. Everybody's been trying to sample it because it's pretty amazing. Alright, Lily, I think we're just about done with this icing here. We're probably going to go into a diabetic coma. What do you think, Lily? You think we're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have diabetes, why are you even eating this cake?
I want to do the sides again.
Yeah, it's a lot on top.
I took a shot of insulin this morning. I better be getting my cake. Why don't you just go eat an apple? Shut up. Will this be able to do that? Okay, Lily.
Why do you keep CCing me on things that have nothing to do with me?
Okay,
Wow.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good. Alright, so the
There's
cake
only
is
these.
ready to go.
There's only these.
I know. It's okay. Oh, there's only 3 left? Aw. Do we have any more candles? What is that? Aw, that's okay, Lily. What we'll do is we'll put it out here. No, we're just adding extra candles because Lily wants more candles to be sparkly. So the birthday girl who's going to be 5. And it's time to sing. Alright. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lily. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish.
Woo! Alright! Good job, baby.